Welcome to Too Old and Too Slow, and in this episode you join me here in rural eastern Canada in New Brunswick. It's a far cry from where I was last week when I was racing down the Hangar Straight at Silverstone. In this episode we talk about racing with friends, what it's really like club racing. Yeah, we battle every corner and there's drafting and trying to get past each other, and we fight with real passion. But as soon as the checkered flag drops, it's all hugs, handshakes, beers and banter in the paddock. There's some great racing, and does the Royale fly? You'll have to join me and see how I get on. And here we are at Silverstone. The car has been rebuilt. Got a new top rocker, got a new low wishbone, and we look at the core of the problem, which was that top nut coming undone. That's been replaced and it's been Loctited, drilled and wire locked at the top and the bottom. They're going nowhere. Testing proved in some ways not particularly fulfilling. The car was running well, but I had real problems with the clutch. Bit of a clutch issue.
In what way?
All right, I'll demonstrate. Do you want to step back for a sec? Yep. Mark's given it a quick check and there's no chance of a quick fix. So time to push the car back into the garage and try and find a solution to the problem. So we can hear the cars behind me warming up. We're about to head out for qualifying. The car's been okay. We did have a problem with the master cylinder of the clutch, which changed. I've had a lot of problems with the clutch. I feel that something isn't quite what it should be. But we've got time to run in qualifying. I did a session yesterday actually without a clutch at all, and that worked out okay. Not great, but okay. So we've got time to investigate this afternoon if there is a problem. If there's a problem. But anyway, so I'm heading out for qualifying now, feeling a little anxious about it because I've had a disruptive relationship with the car, and I need to rebuild the trust. So hopefully, I had a good day session yesterday, really good few laps, and I was ripping the times out, and it was improving all the time. But I just need more confidence in the car, and that will come for time. So time to suit up, get myself ready, and head out to qualify. So here I'm being strapped in by David, and his son George is helping out just behind with Peter. Testing was time challenging, and here I am with a slight misunderstanding with Phil, and I find myself spinning around on the track just before the loop. Luckily I get the car started pretty quickly and get back on my way. So that was qualifying. So I need to just quickly jump on my phone and see where I came. It was a good session, I think, despite a spin. So I did pretty well. I got a 126, which I'm pleased with. It's hot out there. The car behaved really well. Still got this ongoing clutch problem. I think it could be the slave cylinder, so I'm going to try and see if I can grab one of those and swap it out. Fingers crossed that's the problem. I'm going to take it off anyway and have a quick look. So what I'm going to do now is strip the car down. After the qualifying session, look at the look what's happened with the clutch. I'll take the slave off. I feel it's that. Maybe if I just take it off and lube it up, that may help. Anyway, I'll have a quick look. First thing I want to do is bodywork off and just have a clean round, just check everything, every nut and bolt, make sure everything's tidy as it is. This is a busy old garage, everybody's doing the same. So this is the fun of motorsport, lots of banter, lots of people helping each other out. So the mystery of the clutch has been solved. It's all to do with this spring. So the spring was on the slave cylinder here, between there and there. And that was just pulling it all the way up.
and it was just kind of getting the clutch in a kind of slightly unusual position. No one else runs these springs alongside the paddock, and Chris, who's one of a guy who works for Mark, who's behind me there, he just said, it's a spring. The beauty of this paddock, right, is I thought it could be the slave cylinder was not working. So I just walked over to one of the championship leading teams and said, got a slave cylinder I can borrow? Straight away. So if you're never stuck. People always help you get going. And here we are, race 1. I get a great start. I leave Alan on the inside standing, and behind, I got away better than most people behind me too. Now I've got to put the car kind of in the middle of the track and make it slightly harder for people to get past me. I'm out of Chapel and down the hanger straight. Behind me is Alan Fincham. He's a little bit quicker than me. I just put the car in the middle of the track and let him get past me by doing the hard work, which he does pretty successfully, under braking into Stowe. This weekend we're using the historic Vale configuration, which is a little bit quicker, and I really enjoy it. As I go down the Hamilton Straight, I can see on my right hand side 2 cars, including the very quick Simon Hatfield. As I head through Aintree and down the Wellington Straight, behind me is Kevin Williams. I should be quicker than him, and I'm not happy with my pace at the moment. I'm being far too cautious. He gets the corner and he goes off on his way. Not only does Kevin go through, but also Ollie Chapman goes through as well. He's a teammate and he is definitely quicker than me. As I go through Luffield, I can see behind me I've got Nick Shepherd. He's a racer who's about the same pace as I am, but I'm just not on it at the moment. I'm being far too cautious and he just drives past me. To come through Stowe, pick up a spinner, that's Colin. He's a lot quicker than I am, and I'm going to try and sit on his tail and get a tow down the Hamilton Straight. Dive through historic Vale, glance behind, and I see Graham Payne on my tail. All I can do is put the car in the middle of the track, give him some indecision. Does he go on the inside or the outside? It'll look on the inside, but he backs out of it. I have a few laps on my own trying to build my pace, glance behind, and I can see Max Warburton behind me in a Caldwell. He gets a good drive down Aintree and onto the Wellington Straight, and he's definitely got the pace on me. I just move gently into the middle of the track. I'm going to make it hard for him if he wants to go on the inside, and he can't quite make it. Come out of Chapel and down the hanger straight, and there is Max again. Right in the middle of the track. He's going to make a choice. He's gone on the inside through Stowe. He's wheeling the car forward. It's going to be all down on the brakes. He's got the inside line, but I close the door and get round. There's space for him if he needs it, but he loses a little bit of momentum, and we dive through Vale and onto the Hamilton Straight. Max isn't giving up. He's lost a toe. He's trying to pull alongside through Abbey, and no, he's going to sit behind me and pick another spot. As we approach the loop, I'm under pressure. I make a mistake I run wide and leave the track. Max has a far better line. I rejoin. I've got the inside, but I think he has a plan. He's very tidy through this combination of corners, and he's on the inside through Aintree, and he beats me out of the corner and down the Wellington straight. And I'm not giving up too. I'm starting to feel the confidence in the car. I outbrake him and we go through Luffield side by side, and then I'm just ahead, but he is on my tail. And the next lap, we go through the same process again. He gets on the inside of Aintree. I give him all the room, and that's not right. I'm going to sit on his tail, and I'm going to have to try and outbrake him again. He's positioned the car very nicely in the middle of the track. And as we brake into Brooklands, I got a little bit more confidence with the brakes, and I can just give him a little squeeze. Was that cheeky? Maybe a little bit. I've given him room on the inside, and I can just come out of Luffield ahead. And then Max gets a great drive down Hamilton Straight. He's ahead of me through Abbey. He runs a little bit wide. The car is just on the edge of mechanical grip, and he's away in front of me. I've got to make every effort to chase him down. And we're on the last lap. Max is ahead of me, and I'm really focusing on making the ground up, trying to get a toe down the straight and looking for a spot. There's some slower cars in front, so that could help. And I glance behind and I see Graham Payne chasing us down. We've been holding each other up, and that's allowed Graham to come back at us. And I'm concentrating in front of me, and I forget slightly about Graham Payne, who's chasing us down. He's going to come out of my slipstream and go down the inside of Brooklands, and he takes that corner. And in my focus now really is getting on the inside around Luffield. He gives me just about enough space. I'm very tight to the curb there, but he's got away and he's beaten me this time. I run into Parc Fermé for the scrutineers to check our cars, shut the engine down, and out I jump. As I jump out the car, first person I see is Max. What a great competitor. Close racing, but clean racing.
It was race one. What a great race. The car's finished, which is a bonus, and we got the car back in one piece. Started 9th, finished 15th. Time was a 1:26.3, which is an okay time, quite pleased with that. But I lost a lot of places due to inattention, worried about the car, allowing people past me. I need to be a little bit more aggressive, always a thing. But I'm positive. I have a good race with Max. Super nice guy, super competitive, but respectful. So that worked out really well. So the race was good because the time was good. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed battling. The worst is when you sit around on your own doing nothing. That is miserable. So really pleased with completing the race. Just wish I was just push a bit harder to keep up with the guys in front of me.
So we're going to leave it there on this video. Despite the car going well and me making some good progress and having a couple of great battles along the way, there is an element of disappointment. So join me in the next video and you'll see how I get on in race 2. And as a spoiler, it's a pretty good race. So please remember to subscribe. There's a link on the screen, and also there's the 2025 season also on the screen. The playlist for that is on the screen as well. So from me here at Torden Tussle headquarters, thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you very soon.